to NTV81. We're joined by our sports team lead Bernard Ndong, who is live from Eldoret, where there was a watch party in regards to the Berlin Marathon. Bernard, could you tell us how this mood there has been and what else do we need to know?
Thank you very much, Helen Aura, there in the studio. First of all, of course, congratulations on making your debut on screen. Of course, we've been doing our 360 degrees coverage of the 2024 Berlin Marathon Wakabi. Kenyans would have wanted to dominate, and at least Cyprian Kotut has given us some level of at least something to celebrate, finishing second Wakabi. And of course, all this opportunity comes in terms of the partners that come to be involved in sports.
Yes, Bernard, it was quite the morning out in Eldoret when you see how people turn out, when you see the crowd that comes out to cheer one of their own, and to have the kind of support that we need, because you can't do this by yourself. Just like the athlete needs a lot of people to be able to perform at that level, we also do need support, and that's why KCB came on board graciously, and that's why we can stand here and say, you know what, it's been a great morning.
Yes,
you know, like the perfect example of blessings, and why not start counting our blessings with KCB?
Absolutely, and we're joined by Mr. Peter Mutugota, who is the Regional Service Quality and Compliance Manager at KCB Kenya. First of all, thank you so much for just joining us. Help us understand, KCB has been very passionate about sports. Why that love affair with sports?
Okay, for KCB, we like to give opportunities and platforms for our sportsmen and women so that they can flourish, they can develop their skills, and also we give them a platform where they can showcase their talent in the global map, so that once now they are seen in the global map, they can be able to be world beaters out there.
And of course, like a day like today, when you see the crowd that shows up out on Uganda Road, how much does that give you joy? Because not only are you supporting our athletes, but you're able to connect with your customers.
We are very happy because when we started this journey of sponsorships of sporting events, our joy is when we see our athletes out there and the Kenyans supporting them. So we were very happy to see that crowd out there, and we are also extremely happy that Kenyans were able to showcase their talent. They were able to bring some joy to Kenyans. Our athletes were able to bring some joy to Kenyans. Especially Kotut being number 2, that was wonderful.
Help me understand, because I know KCB is in rugby, KCB is in football, KCB is in volleyball. I think KCB is also in chess. You're in so many sporting disciplines. How has that impacted KCB or in terms of the brand?
We have sponsored so many events and we have sponsored so many disciplines, but our joy is not in terms of the impact, but just showing that when we go out there and support those sportsmen, they are able to be known and to develop their talents. They are able to get to put Kenya on the sporting map, and actually to develop Kenya as a sporting destination. That is our joy. We do not look so much in terms of what the return is on what we are doing. We are very passionate about sport and developing that talent, because that is in line with our blood purpose of for people for better. Meaning, whatever we touch, we need to leave it better than it was.
And not only that, the support that gives to the youth, because when you do sports, it's basically the youth. How key is the fact that you're able to support the young people in the country doing what they love?
It is very key, and as you know, being a corporate citizen, we need also to play our part in developing that talent. And that is why you see we'll go out there and identify those talents. Like now we are even doing scholarships for young students who do not have the privilege of getting the opportunities. That is our joy, because at some point we will be able to see those people we are sponsoring becoming world-class athletes, world-class sportsmen and women. And that is why we are very happy, and we have invested a lot. In the last maybe 1 or 2 decades, we have invested in excess of 2.3 billion in sporting activities. And that is the joy that we can see. That investment has brought some returns.
There's something interesting I realized, Wakabi, they have a very unique project within this area as well, especially targeting just their young athletes. Tell us more about it.
We started this year sponsorship for underprivileged young students who are not able to get into secondary schools and they have the talent. So we have started this year with 50 students. So they will go to, they are going to institutions where they are able to develop those talents. They are able to get coaches who are going to train them so that at the end of the session, then they develop their talent, they are able to get exposure to the global stage, and they are able now to develop that talent and do actually shine in their respective disciplines.
Thank you so much, Mr. Peter Mutogota, for joining us here on NTV. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. And
thank you.
You know, the thing is we need to appreciate is the fact that all this would not have been possible as well without the support of the county government. And we're now joined by the CEC Sports Uasin Gishu County Engineer Lucy Ngendon-Joroge. Should be joining us shortly. And Wakabi, people need to understand where we are specifically. We are at a very, very unique area here at the Eka Hotel. You can just see the background there. A lot images that just celebrates Kenyan sports, men and women. It's a beautiful wall of fame. It's called the Eka's Wall of Fame. And when I look at it, the picture that stands out for me is Leah Malot. Now, not many people know who Leah Malot is, but 1987, All African Games, she won gold in the 10,000 meters. So when I saw her picture there, I go like, oh, that's fantastic. Then we've got Tekla Chamawabai. We all know who Tekla is. So, again, it's the City of Champions. This wall justifies that title. City of Champions. So let's find out how the City of Champions it's supporting its champions. Yes, CEC for Sports. Just tell us, how important is sports in raising the profile of Eldoret, Uasin Gishu County in total?
Maybe by that, I would want to say North Rift is actually the home, the source, and also the City of Champions. That is because this is where they are trained. Yes. This is where they live. This is where the talent is. Apart from just the morusik and the practicing of running, it becomes the City of Champions. And if I may just add on the fact that we've just become the 50th city just recently, so we actually welcome everyone. If you want to run, be in Eldoret. Of course, one key thing is infrastructure. That's something most people will be very keen on, especially the athletes who train here, the athletes who prepare themselves for some of these major races like the one we've seen at the Berlin Marathon. Going forward, what more can be done? Because that is something that has been a bit of concern for some of the athletes, especially infrastructure. The administration of Dr. Jonathan B. Chelili, who is our governor, is keen on ensuring that the sports facilities are in place. The Chagaya High Training Camp is already ongoing, which was started some years back. And also we have the 64 Stadium that is also ongoing, almost in completion. We also have Kipchoge Keino Stadium that is also being done by the national government, and the contractor is already on site. So much is being done in terms of sports facility. Just how important are the athletes in terms of marketing this county? Because like you said, you may be known for many other things, but really nothing is bigger than a Kenyan athlete. How important are they in your drive to stand out as the newest city in Kenya? Our athletes are like our gold here in North Rift region and Uasin Gishu in particular, because they are the ones who have actually made the Eldoret city to be what it is today, because it is the City of Champions, and also in ensuring that we nurture the talents that they have. The county government has also been keen in ensuring that we have the Governor's Cup that brings on board all the sports discipline other than the athletics. Thank you so much for joining us, just to get a sense of how important sports is for this specific county. And remember, we are just concluding the live coverage that we've had since morning of the 2024 Berlin Marathon from the streets of Eldoret, the streets of Berlin. Just to remind you, Wakabi, we finished second, Kenya finished second, the 2024 edition, celebrating 50 years. From Eldoret, from myself, and of course, James Wakabi, that's it for now. So much, Bernard Ndong and James Wakabi, live from Eldoret, where the watch party